Yeah! Get up!
What is up, everybody? It is that one guy here coming to you from my living room because unfortunately it's been raining and it's supposed to rain for at least another couple weeks. I have videos lined up and ready to publish on YouTube, but unfortunately I didn't have one for every day coming up, and I like to stick to my 3 videos a week. So you are here in my living room with me with the That One Guy backdrop channel on my TV, just to keep it interesting so you're not just staring at me and a wall. But what I have for you today is the answers to your Ask Me Anything questions that are in response to a video that I made a while back. At this point I'm not even sure how long ago it was, but you asked me questions and I'm here to answer them in quick hitter format. Some of your questions were really good, so I'm going to save those to do full videos on. I appreciate everyone who participated, who sent in questions via my website, via Instagram, via the comments on that video. Again, because this is part of that Ask Me Something series, go ahead and if you have more questions that you would like to ask me, leave it in the comments and I will get to your questions as soon as I can. Like I said, I've always got videos in the queue ready to go, but I'm always up for answering questions from the subscribers, from viewers. But if you are a viewer and not a subscriber yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. There's my little plug for you. But we're gonna hop right in to answering these questions. I've got the iPad here and we're just gonna read them off, and as we go, I'm sure I'll have some B-roll so you guys aren't just staring at me reading this thing and just talking at you. So, first question comes from SRace06, and his question is, will you in the future come to Hawaii, in parentheses Oahu, to do a motovlog? First of all, aloha. And if you didn't already know, I'm half Japanese. My mom's side of the family does live in Hawaii, on Oahu, in the city of Wahiawa, and I am all for doing a motovlog in Hawaii, especially if SRace06, you have a bike and you're willing to let me ride. Let me know. I will bring my helmet next time I'm in Hawaii, which I cannot tell you when the next time will be, but I'm all for that. And again, if I'm out there and you're watching this and you're from Hawaii, leave it in the comments and we can get something together. Again, I can't tell you the next time that I will be there, but I can always use encouragement to go to Hawaii. Well, actually, I should say I don't need any encouragement to go to Hawaii. My family lives there. It's just hard for us to get there because if you watched my channel before, I do have a wife and I have 2 kids, and it is expensive. I'm sure you know that if you've been to Hawaii. Okay. Moving right along, next question comes from Neek, and this is capital NEEK _, and it says, not sure if you've talked about this before, but what do you use to edit your videos? Also, the same kind of question comes from Brian Hernandez. He asks, I have a question. I want to start motovlogging, and I want to know what your computer setup is for editing videos, because that's where I'm kind of stuck. Okay, so to answer both of your questions, I have a Mac. It's this year's model. It's the 28 inch, I believe. I'll put all the specs in the description. I'll put some of them right here on the screen so you can read them in real time. I don't have really any fancy software. I used to use iMovie on my iPhone to make my videos in the beginning. Then I used iMovie on my Mac, which has a little more robust features than obviously on the iPhone. But more recently, if you've been watching my videos, you probably noticed a little bit of difference because I started using Final Cut Pro, and I love that program. Say what you will about Apple products, Apple applications. I love them. I love their simplicity. It was an easy learning curve for me because I already used iMovie. You know, it's similar to a point, but that is what I use. If you like the way that I edit my videos and you like the way that they turn out, that is what I use. If you have any other questions though specifically about it, let me know. The nice thing about Final Cut Pro is that it's a one-time thing. I know it's kind of expensive. I think it's like $300 to purchase the app. But you can download the app for free and try it for 30 days, which I think is awesome because I really got to kind of get to know the program. I made a handful of videos using the trial, and I would encourage you, if you wanted to try that out, check out that free download in the Apple Store on your Mac. Okay, next question comes from It's Too Loud, You're Too Old. And the question is, I'm looking at getting either the MT-09 or a Triumph Speed Triple next spring. Just because I'm curious, which would you choose? Okay, so I have ridden the FZ-09 and I've also ridden the Triumph Street Triple. So both bikes kind of similar. And I would say that if you've ridden the Street Triple, you know how it feels. When I say how it feels, you know how the bike feels as you sit on it, because I think they have very similar body. But I know that I understand that there's a different power difference. So don't give me a hard time in the comments between the Speed Triple and the Street Triple. If I had to choose between those two bikes, I would definitely choose the Speed Triple. It's got more power. I think it's a more full-featured bike. It's going to be more expensive because, Yamahas are the Yamaha, the MT-09 is definitely cheaper than the Speed Triple. But again, you're just asking me what I would choose. I would choose the Speed Triple every time, I think. That's not to knock the MT-09 or the FZ-09. It's a good bike, and it was a fun bike to ride. It's got different ride modes, and it has like a street mode, sport mode, rain mode, your basic riding modes that your sport bikes will have. The FZ-09 had it. And again, it's a fun bike to ride. Definitely, I would say, like, fit and finish wise, the Speed Triple is going to win over on the FZ-09, but again, you're going to pay for that because the price difference. Okay, anyway, that's way more information that you asked for, but I would choose the Triumph Speed Triple over the FZ MT-09. But that's all the quick hitter questions that I have. I do have more questions that came in, but like I said, those questions are going to be answered in a fuller format, because I felt like, oh, that would make a great video topic for a whole video. But those were the quick hitter questions that I did have. There were great questions that came in from you. Personally, I would love to get more questions. If you want to send in questions to me, either questions that we can do in this format where I answer them rapid fire, or questions that you feel like I could make a whole video out of, you can send them to me from my website. You can go to my website at thatoneguymoto.com. You can hit me up on Instagram, or you can hit me up on Facebook. I'm also on Twitter, and those are the places that you can submit questions, as well as the comment section down below. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, you know what to do. You've been here before, you're on YouTube. You want to like and subscribe. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. I am that one guy, and I am out.